tournament report time now. I decided I was almost actually going to run light swans at this local, but I basically decided, I kind of liked artifact and stellars, and decided to give that a test. And then right at the last minute, I'm just like, well, you know what? I don't think it's really going to work that well with with only two sanctums. So I decided to just cut the artifact stuff out and go with my regular constellars. Went 3-2. I was kind of I was pretty content, although somewhat disappointed with my losses and how they actually came about. So round one, I played against some casual Cyber Dragon sort of thing. Nothing to say about that. I went OTK both games. Just that was it. There's nothing more to say about it. Then round two, I played against Scraps. It was the same guy who played Boojans last week. So this time around, I took out the first game with relative ease. I managed to get a Pleiades on board real quick. Managed to just keep pushing over him and establishing continuous presence, and then just piercing over him with the Gaia Dragon. He was left with the Veiler. That was it. So I got some really good purchase out of Gaia Dragon with that one. Game two was the polar opposite. I opened pretty shoddy, in all fairness. I managed to get M7 on the board, and then he dropped the Dark Hole, got rid of that, and then from there I just ended up losing my way and ended up dropping that. And then game three, I drew, and then went into time immediately. So we did that, got into the sudden death, and he just sort of managed to he just opened with a better hand than I did for games 2 and 3, and then so I ended up just having to scoop that one. So round 3 I played against Harpies. I got 2-0 by it. Lesson learned. Hysteric Sign's got to get put to fucking 1 or something, because it is so stupid at 3 with, in tandem with Hunting Ground and Summoner Monk. It just makes it a really freaking busted as sin. It just kind of sucked. Basically, he managed to maintain board presence. Every time I went for an exceed, he basically had an answer to it. I think I'm not too sure if he signed on an arc. I don't believe he did, no. But he got Chidori off a fair few times. He managed to get around my opening turn Thunder King game 1, and to get the thing off. I was seriously considering maybe just letting him take the Thunder King with the big eye, but I then realized, he had another level 4, so he could have just overlaid and gotten around it, which would have put me in an even more compromising position. So I had to get that off the board, and I just didn't really do well. I kind of opened horridly game 2 as well. I didn't have a whole lot to answer my opponent. So round 4 I played against a friend of mine. He was playing Gagagas today. I 2-0'd him. Went basically first turn Pleiades both games. Kept pushing over him with that and the Chaos, and just basically just smacked him over with that one 2-0. And then round 5 I played against Rank-Up.dek. Like, it wasn't even gadgets, it was basically just get 2 4s on the board as quickly as possible, overlay them. Game 1 I managed to walk around his Sign on a Dark, because he obviously used the rank-up magic sort of stuff. I managed to establish my way around that. I think I got rid of it with a Pleiades. I got rounded with the Pleiades. Game 2 started again with the Pleiades. Started pretty well. And then next thing I know, double Sign on a Dark, which kind of sucked. I managed to get one of them off the board permanently. I think I popped it with a bear, and then chained Diddy Crow to its activation in the graveyard and got rid of the Sign on an Arc. So that made sure it stayed put, because for those who don't know, Sign on a Dark can come back after it's been destroyed as well. If it has an overlay unit attached to it, it can bring itself back when it dies. But 101 has to be in the graveyard activation and resolution. So that's just the whole that just clears that out. So I got rid of one. The other one finished me off, and then game 3 I went and OTK'd him second turn. So that was pretty much that done and dusted. So I went 3-2 and got 15th place. And aside from that, I actually managed to pull in a handful of awesome trades. I managed to get me an itemizer. I got my third copy of Fire Hand. Now I've got 3 of each. So next week I'll most likely be rolling hand heroes, or as I would probably call it, elite hand hero. So hopefully we'll be able to put some work in with that. It's been a while since I played heroes, and I've been wanting to win a local with heroes for a while. So hopefully we can pull that one off and, you know, see what happens. So in the meantime, my next video shall be the update of my Constellar list before I take it down and probably put Thingy Bob back up, the heroes. So yeah, I'll see you for that, I guess.